Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Crimes, Killers, Cults.
And oh my God, why don't I have a cordless phone? Told you I could make it work.
I like that.
And full disclosure, I have no idea how any of this episode goes. About 40 seconds ago, I said, Bill, how does she kill people? And he's like, look at the picture. Insert the picture.
Yeah, I need to insert the picture, don't I?
Yeah. I'm like, I can work with that. I can improv something here.
Yeah. There we go.
If you're under the age of 40, we used to have phones that were connected to the wall.
Yep. I like what you. Oh my God! Why don't I have a cordless phone? And they cordless phones did exist when this took place. So this took place in the 90s.
Early 90s, right?
Early 90s.
Okay, so it's definitely a what do they call them? The TTY phones instead of a rotary.
Right. Yeah.
But
it's not a rotary phone.
I remember growing up, my mom, my Aunt Nancy, my Aunt Susie, and my grandmother all had that exact same phone, except it was tan, and they all had the same one. And I still remember all of the phone numbers for those.
I still remember my first phone number when I was a kid.
Oh, dude. And they all started with 483 because that's the town I'm in.
Mine was 305, then 407, then 321, because Brevard County, Florida has had 3 different area codes in my lifetime.
Oh no. So mine is 802 because we only have the one area code in Vermont because it's tiny.
Right.
Like, I mean, size-wise, it's probably like area-wise, probably similar to Florida if you don't count the Keys. But population-wise, there's probably neighborhoods in Miami that have more people in them than my state.
Oh, no. Your state's nowhere near the size of Florida. Florida's one of the biggest states in the country when you combine the peninsula and the panhandle.
Oh, I'm saying if we don't count... Is it? Oh, Jesus, man, this is going to be the earliest ADD
it's
break.
It's huge. Florida is a huge state. It takes...
if you look at it on a map, it doesn't look that big.
If to go from Homestead all the way to Pensacola is going to take you a good 12 hours.
Oh, dude, I was way the fuck off. So Vermont is 9,614 square miles. Florida is 65,758.
Yeah, Florida's a huge state. It just has two. It doesn't. But it really is. I mean, it's
because I was only counting the cock of Florida, not the balls. You know.
Anyway, I'm Bill, and joining me once again is
my name's Kevin.
Kevin
and
Carlton.
I just made a penis joke about Florida.
Well, you wouldn't be the first one on this show. Host of History
the dog
Goon.
Of America.
Todd used to call it America's Wang.
Yeah, fair enough. Which, I mean, I think that would make California the asshole of America.
You're right. But
and then like Arizona and New Mexico is that spot right between them that gets itchy once in a while.
You know he's gonna say it. He won't sugar
right out of the gate.
Yes, sir.
You might even say he's a loon. That's History Goon.
Notice his show is not called Geography Goon.
No, definitely not. Obviously.
Anyway, we got a
big one.
But before we do that, we have to, at time of recording this, and it may actually come out on Father's Day, but we also have to throw this up there. Happy Father's Day to everybody. And we also have to raise a drink for Gary Plauché.
Literally the best father ever.
Right. And his son Jody, friend of the show.
Anybody that gets to kill their child's like sexual predator, not go to jail about it, and then make jokes with his son about it afterwards, in my book, is like, that's top tier father material. That's like S tier dad.
Absolutely.
That story of him barbecuing something. Hey Jody, come on over here. Check this out. You see him?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, and those of you new to the show, Jody, his son, has been on this show 4 times. But anyway, This is also the second entry in our four legal. They're not legal.
I mean, they're legally ladies.
They're legally ladies, yes. Four Lethal Ladies. First one was last week, Leonardo
Chanchuli.
Yeah, that. And now we're covering Dana Sue Gray. She's kind of a lesser known. I hadn't really heard of her before. And but she's vicious. She is a vicious, evil woman. And then next week we'll have another one. Then the following week we'll have another one. And after that, we might have a surprise for you.
I know the surprise. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and said surprise is ready when we are. Tonight we're covering a serial killer who in 1994, in an affluent area of Canyon Lake, California, killed 3 elderly women. You want to take a guess? Oh, wait. No, you got the name right there.
Mm-hmm.
Dana Sue Gray.
Damn it, I was wrong.
The thing about it is most female serial killers are poisoners.
Yes, that's true.
Not one of the people that we're covering in the Lethal Ladies Binge are poisoners. In fact, this one in particular and the next one are particularly vicious.
You know what? I'm looking into something right now, Bill.
This one is more brutal than probably half the men we've covered on this show.
Oh, I would imagine. How would you feel if we maybe if I wanted to take the lead somewhere and add a 5th one to this?
That's fine.
Okay, I'll send you details after the show because the
Canada binge started off being 4 and wound up being 6. So
fair enough, yeah. Because I've known about this one for a while, and I get to touch on another topic that I'm very passionate about. Not dead old women, but something adjacent to that with her story. And she is just straight up evil.
Okay. But in 1994, she killed 3 elderly women and then robbed them. Why? Her motive was greed, and she wanted to live high on the hog. And these women had the means to fund her lavish spending habits. She had killed 3, but she had attempted to kill 4, and there was one that she attacked that survived.
Oh, God.
Sources are the doc Very Scary People, Season 6, Episode 8, theindependent.com, and Wiki. And, Wiki actually had a lot of information about Dana's backstory, which Wiki's usually really good about backstories.
That's true. Wikipedia gets shit on a lot, but if you need specific dates and stuff like that, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So Wiki's not as bad as it used to be. But and also there's something at the end. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Sometimes after I've written an episode, I'll listen to another podcast about it after I've written it. Well, there was something that they mentioned in their episode of this story I couldn't leave out, and I couldn't find it anywhere else. So I'm just going to credit them. It's Buried Motives, Christy and Melissa. And they've been on the show before. Really good friends with Christy, and but I'm just there you go. There's a plug.
Now I'm going to ask you a question. I know you just said that after you've written an episode, you'll sometimes find that same topic and listen to it. I wonder if we do it for the same reason.
I do it. I do it just to hear, just to see if I missed anything.
Exactly. That's why I do it too. Because the one that I'm recording next week, pretty much all day today, I've been on YouTube just watching videos about the dude, and I'm like, I think I got everything. I mean, most of the time I've gotten it. Very, very rarely will I just add something. Right. So, I mean, it happens probably 1 out of every 6 or 7 times. And you never steal somebody else's jokes. No. Unless it's so obvious that you have to. Right. Right. So
Dana Sue Gray was born December 6, 1957 to Beverly and Russell Amherst. Russell was a very successful hairdresser, and he owned 3 shops in the area. He'd been married 3 times before finding the love of his life, Beverly, who had been at one time a famous beauty queen and an MGM starlet. And she was also mean. Let's just say...
Wait a minute, a mean parent creating a serial killer? I've never heard that story before.
Well, let's just say she thought very highly of herself, entitled Living in the Past, which she apparently passed on to Dana. But Dana learned from her mom early on. And Beverly was constantly buying expensive clothes, beauty products, and stealing money from the beauty shops to the point that Russell had to hide the money from her.
Jesus.
Oh, and she was also a Scientologist.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
And we all know that cult ain't cheap, but put a knife in that.
And we can't say anything else mean about them because they will sue us.
Beverly and Russell wanted kids, but Beverly miscarried several times before she got pregnant with Dana. But the couple divorced when Dana was just 2 years old, and Russell faded from Dana's life, which happens far too often.
Yeah.
Russell, in addition to being sick of her spending habits, was also convinced that Beverly was cheating on him, and he was probably right. But this left Dana alone with Beverly. Dana quickly began acting out for attention, and when Beverly would discipline her, and she would get back at Beverly. Take a guess how?
Oh, I'm gonna say she was physically abusive.
No, how Dana would get back at Beverly.
Oh, did she beat her with a phone cord?
No.
No. Okay.
She stole from her.
Even better. Yeah. Let's financially crush my child. Which, again, I feel like that sometimes happens too often, especially if your parents are boomers, just saying.
But Dana would steal money to buy candy. She would also have severe fits of rage and would attack Beverly. So actually, you know what? You were right.
Hey. Actually, I was wrong. I went the opposite direction. I thought you said that her mother was stealing from her.
Oh.
But I'll own up to it.
You just wanted to hear the sound effects.
Yes.
But Dana was also a bad student. She would get herself suspended, but she could forge really well. So she would forge sick notes to get out of class.
Okay, for a second I thought you said forage, and I'm like, okay, so she's a human raccoon, and she's just living on the streets?
Well,
foraging for berries and shit?
A raccoon, I don't know. I don't know. I think a raccoon would be afraid of her.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of her.
And like raccoons are pretty fucking cool. I like raccoons.
They
like
are.
If I could legally own one, like a raccoon and a descented skunk, because skunks are just wild like cats, basically.
Yeah.
And they're so friendly. If you've ever met one that's like been raised in captivity, they're pretty chill.
Yeah, they are.
And they're so soft. So soft.
When Dana was 14, Beverly came down with breast cancer, which made Dana want to become a nurse. And when Beverly died in 1975, Dana moved in with her father. Beverly had a pretty nice bank account, and Dana believed that the money would go to her. And it didn't. It didn't go to her. Take a guess.
Went to her father?
Nope.
No, who'd you go to?
Scientology.
Ah, you did say that. I'm sorry. I forgot we're talking about a bullshit made-up religion.
Right.
And they will take your money.
Yep. That's
Kevin
Kevin
Jehovah's
Carlton.
Witnesses.
But that obviously didn't go over very well with Dana. She was 18 years old or very close to it. But her living with her dad didn't last very long because her stepmother found drugs in her room and she was kicked out. Now, her stepmother is prominent in this story. And I think her name was Jerry. I'll know when she comes in, when she comes up again. But Dana quickly hooked up with a skydiving instructor named Rob. She graduated high school in 1976 and got into nursing school and graduated that in 1981. And she also became an expert skydiver. And no, no.
Okay, boys, fellas, guys, dudes, as much as you want to, as much as it seems like a great idea, don't date nurses. That is the profession with, like, on the female scale of things, that is the profession that, I'm not kidding, has the highest rate of cheating in it.
Flight attendant?
No, nurses. Oh, yeah, dude. Mm-hmm.
Not always bliss, though. Rob had knocked her up twice and then forced her to get an abortion both times. But Dana actually did want kids, so this didn't go over very well. So she left Rob, hooked up with a man named Chris Dodson, who was a windsurfer. She also got really good at that. They would also take trips to Hawaii to windsurf, play golf, and whatnot. I mean, she was basically the outdoorsy type, although you can't.
Adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, big time. Yep. Absolutely.
Next one's going to be a surfer or something like that. And then one of those guys that races like the offshore power boats or something.
Cigarette boats.
Yeah.
Dana still wanted kids, and they kept trying, but like mother, like daughter, she had several miscarriages, which spiraled her into depression. She was prescribed multiple psychotropic medications. She actually did get a nursing job, but she was fired. Take a guess why.
She was abusing patients or stealing from patients. And I'm noticing a pattern from last week with the unfortunate loss of pregnancy.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, last week was a little bit more dramatic with, was it 13? I think she lost, or 13 or 14? Yeah.
But she was stealing prescribed drugs from patients. So yeah, you were right. I mean, you just left one word up, but still, you still nailed it. Yeah. It was prescribed drugs.
Seen it happen before.
In 1987, she married a man named Tom Gray. Now, her father, Russell, told Tom, "You're going to have to sit on Dana. If you don't, she'll run right over you."
Well, that's also a little foreshadowing for next week.
Just going to say that.
Keep an eye on her, because she'll kill you.
Yeah.
No, she won't. One Good human call. Skin suit later.
Because I didn't even have that one written, written in there, but it just popped in my head. Wait a minute. And then you picked right up on it. Now, if anybody hasn't figured out it, well, I'm still not going to say it, because there might be a random person out there that has not heard the story about Eileen Wuornos. It's not Eileen.
No, she'd be too easy to do, though.
No, I have plans for her.
I
have plans
for her. She'd be too easy
to
do an episode on, not to like.
I have plans for her.
Yeah, not to do in the other sense, because good God, there's not enough alcohol in the world.
I have had plans for Eileen Wuornos since I started this podcast. What I want to do, I don't mind. It's not a surprise. What I want to do is sometime during Bike Week, I want to go to her bar in Ormond Beach, where they actually have a sign up that said this was Eileen Wuornos' seat in this bar. And I want to get pictures of us there, and I want to set up somewhere and just do the episode there. But I want to do it during Bike Week.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I haven't covered Eileen Wuornos yet. You'd figure I would have because of Florida. Well, that's why I haven't.
Yeah, fair enough. It's all fine and good until some dude from the Warlocks shows up and is like, "I want that stool."
Oh, we won't be doing it from there. We'll probably have like a table set up outside or something.
Yeah.
Because I mean, nobody inside the bar is going to sit there for 2 hours or an hour and a half or whatever and listen to us tell a story. And then, especially during Bike Week.
And then also nobody other than people that live in Florida know who the Warlocks are. So that was a pretty close to Warlocks reference for you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think they're just like mostly in Florida.
I don't know. I see them, but so.
Seem like nice guys,
Yeah. Well, I'm friends with quite a few bikers.
I made like friends with a couple of pagans at one point in time, which was potentially a bad idea.
But Tom was in a popular local band, and Dana even got up on stage with him and sang from time to time. He worked at an upscale winery, and he was well off, but Dana's tastes were much heavier than his paycheck. And she racked up a lot of debt and put a knife in that. she didn't have a lot of money, and she was kind of estranged from her family due to a dispute over her aunt's will. So she's got the aunt's will that she thinks she's entitled to, as well as her mom's money, which went to Tom Cruise and John Travolta. Um, so, and then there's this aunt's will. I mean, she's just getting screwed left and right.
Now, was her aunt in the cult also? I'm sorry, in the religion also?
It didn't say. I couldn't
Okay.
find any information. I was curious about that.
Because, just the higher ups are just like wringing their hands like, oh, go ahead and die, lady.
Yeah.
We need your $5,000 that you saved up.
But he was
the
also,
Thetans.
but Tom was also a wedding photographer, and he showed her the trade. Soon they moved into the upscale Canyon Lake subdivision. And he was a guy that she went to high school with, and he had been in love with her ever since high school, but he's kind of in the friend zone.
Ah, yes.
Well, now he's been elevated. But he was also a sports nut. There's no word on whether or not he adopted that lifestyle to make himself more attractive to Dana. But on their honeymoon, they went to Hawaii, and they were windsurfing. Well,
So I just had to look real quick because, again, the geography shit kicked in. Canyon Lake is in the middle of nowhere. It's north of Temecula by Lake Elsinore. So there's nothing around there. It's damn near just out smack ass in the middle of the desert.
well, there's several of those communities. There's a Sun City there, which comes into play. There's Lake Elsinore, and then there's another one.
So
But it's near Riverside.
yeah,
Riverside is the closest city.
Anybody super familiar with California? It's halfway between Laguna Beach and Palm Springs.
It's close to Riverside.
Yeah, it's probably 30 minutes to Irvine, Riverside, that area.
Yeah.
But it's definitely out in the out past the burbs at that point, I would think.
Yeah. Well, Riverside itself is. They've got a pretty decent downtown there, but that's about it. But
Not too far from a god awful baseball team too.
I've been to Riverside a handful of times, so.
Never been to California.
But Tom was out there windsurfing and everything. He wiped out. He got hurt. He was drowning. He was begging for help. Dana swam out to him, and she grabbed the board. Not Tom.
I wonder why.
And she dragged the board back to shore. I mean, you can kind of see her point. I mean, the windsurf board was. I mean, those things aren't cheap.
No, they're not. But I mean, also, you can't collect life insurance on your husband if he lives.
Well, he didn't have life insurance yet. Or maybe, hold on, maybe he did.
Or is this a wake-up call to him to go, oh, man, I should probably do something just in case?
It could be, but either way, this is a put a knife in that. That would, if she already had it, no, she didn't already have it. So, yeah, pull that knife back out. Yeah.
We'll put it back in the same spot, though.
But she just sat there and watched him struggle. He eventually made it to shore, but not before making it to a nearby buoy to catch his breath. He wouldn't have made it back if it hadn't been for the buoy.
No, probably not. Because windsurfing is not like regular surfing where you're fairly close to.
No, that sail is heavy.
Yeah, and then you can get out there and catch wind and go out a ways and then come back.
Yeah. But when he finally did make it back, he asked her, why the hell didn't you help me? She says, I knew you could do it, baby.
Is that a direct quote?
No, well, the quote is, I knew you could do it.
That's fucking wild. What a wild thing to say to someone that almost died.
Yeah, I know.
But you didn't, though.
But that was on their honeymoon. But Dana never had a fortune of her own. But that didn't stop her. As long as she felt and looked rich, she was happy. And the best way to do that was to leech off of other people and spend their money. She did have a job at she got hired by another hospital, and she was in labor and delivery. She was actually working her ass off there, doing double shifts 4 to 5 days a week. And it was to the point that both Russell and Tom were worried about her health. I mean, she really was working her ass off at this point. But in 1993, she left Tom for a mutual friend named Jim Wilkins, who she had been cheating on Tom with.
Oh, what a dick.
Jim had a young son as well. Jim was also in Tom's band.
He wasn't the drummer because he got a girl. Or the bass player.
But the thing is, and he also lived in a very shitty trailer park.
Nice. I like the new one. Very ominous.
Yeah.
Now, are we talking like Toy Box Killer shitty trailer park or like Trailer Park Boys shitty trailer park?
Probably Trailer Park Boy.
Okay.
Like just trailer park that you would see where they like now you'd be living in a trailer that was built in like the 70s and hasn't been maintained and stuff like that.
Shag carpet on the porch and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk through the door, and as soon as you step off of the beam, you sink about 6 inches or so.
Yeah.
But in November 1993, she was fired from the hospital, stealing opiate painkillers from patients again.
I was going to guess.
Yeah. Well, it was too easy.
Yeah, right?
But she'd also become a drunk. Dana and Tom filed for bankruptcy together so that they wouldn't lose that nice house. But they owed much more on it than it was worth, thanks to the state of the economy in the early 90s. So bye-bye house.
Long.
It didn't help that they had taken out a second and third mortgage on the house, and they hadn't been there that long either.
You took a third mortgage out on a shitty trailer?
No. This is the house in Canyon Lake. But put a knife in that.
I was like, they're like $20,000. What the hell are you doing? I mean, they're more than that now, but back then, you know.
So, out of options, Dana went to her stepmother, Jerry. I was right, it was Jerry. To try to get money from her. Russell had once told her, don't ever loan Dana money. But Jerry started thinking about how to help. Jerry had recently bought a condo for her former mother-in-law, Norma Davis, who needed round-the-clock care. Jerry figured out, she figured that Dana could stay there and help 86-year-old Norma out since she was a nurse.
Yeah, such a bad idea.
Dana hated the idea.
Yeah, it's good money though, but
she thought that Jerry should just buy her a place.
But she already bought a place. Anyway.
Yeah, she was angry because Jerry was supporting Norma, not her. So I guess beggars can be choosers.
Yeah, right.
February 14th, 1994, Dana sent word to Tom Gray's parents. She said that she wanted to meet with Tom. But Tom had kept his phone number and address hidden from Dana, and I don't blame him.
No, not at all.
Tom initially agreed, but later he just decided not to show up. She wanted to go over a life insurance policy with him. The policy would have paid off the Canyon Lake house in the event of Gray's death.
So she's trying to get like a joint life insurance policy with her soon-to-be ex-husband?
Yeah.
And he didn't find that... Oh, I mean, I'm assuming he found that a little suspicious.
That's why he didn't go.
Yeah.
What do you think she did next?
I'm going to say that this lady that she's taking care of is probably going to be her first victim. Yes.
The same day, February... Oh, actually, she wasn't taking care of it. She turned that down. But, but later that same day, February 14, 1994, Dana went to Norma Davis's place and strangled her with a phone cord and stabbed her to death. On February 16th, 2 days later, Norma was found. And the coroner said that she had been about 2 days and that she had been stabbed 10 times. And police thought that this was personal, but there were no suspects. Shoe prints were found. One was sent to the lab. The tests all came back inconclusive. Other than the perp was a small person, and the size wasn't the same size as Norma's shoe.
Yeah. I mean, what are you getting footprints out of? Like the carpet? That's
In the documentary, it showed like on a hardwood floor, you know how it'll leave a residue?
yeah,
Like
okay.
that.
I was say because like I think with a carpet that could throw it off like in the general direction of it being bigger because like the
Right.
fibers would spread, kind of like when you find them in mud.
Yeah, but this is hardwood floor. But Dana, as like you said, is an adrenaline junkie, and she got off on this murder. On February 28th, 1994, she was babysitting Jim's 5-year-old son.
Oh,
She
no.
loaded him up into the car and drove to the Canyon Lake home of 66-year-old June Roberts. June was acquainted with both Jerry and Norma. June was very active at 66 years old. She liked to play golf a lot, and she also played golf with Jerry a lot. She was also into holistic medicine, knew how to make medicine from different herbs, and actually made people feel better with these remedies.
Hey, sounds familiar.
Except this is a victim, not the perp.
Yeah.
Dana actually knew June, and she used to go to her and talk about the herbal remedies because, I mean, she's a nurse, so obviously, that was always an interest of hers. It had to do with her mother dying. That's what, getting sick and everything, and she was impressed about how the doctors took care of her, and that's what made her want to become a nurse. So, I mean, she started off with, seemingly with a good heart or whatever, good intentions.
Which is just such a good cover.
Not if you're stealing everybody's meds.
I mean, look at Harold Shipman though.
True.
Same thing. Heart of gold, just robbing dead old ladies blind.
Yeah. But Dana pulled up to the house. She told the boy to wait in the car.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, and
For a second I thought she was going to kill the kid too, and I'm like, don't do this to me again, Bill.
No, this is the picture. This is the picture.
So we're getting like Lady Gary Ridgway vibes here a little bit.
Yeah, this is the picture. See, you can see him in the car. You see him?
Oh yeah, I didn't see him at first. Now,
yeah. So this is this murder.
Because Gary Ridgway did that a couple times too, didn't he? Where he like brought his son with him to like dump dead hookers or pick them up or something.
Yeah, Robert Hansen did it too.
Ugh.
As she was walking to the front door, she put on gloves and then knocked. When June answered, Dana told June that she needed some vitamins to help with alcohol withdrawal, and June was happy to oblige. Now, this one thing about the gloves, I'm not knocking June at all about this, but wasn't it kind of odd that she showed up with gloves on her hands?
Yeah, I mean, if she's seeing a nurse with gloves on is not odd, but seeing them get out of their car, which they've been touching the steering wheel with and then touching the doorknob with, would like immediately make them not sterile.
Yeah, but
so that is weird. Yeah.
Did you ever see that movie Funny Games?
No.
Okay, it's one of these home invasion type movies where it's in a affluent area, and these two rich 20-somethings, were like killing people that were coming in for, they were just killing everybody or whatever, and they wore these little white felt gloves with them all the time, and that always struck me as odd. It's just like, I'm sorry, if I don't know you come into my house and you're wearing gloves, I'm telling you to get the fuck out. And if you don't, I'm grabbing my gun.
The only exception I would make there would be up here when it's fucking like 30 degrees below zero. That's normal, but felt gloves is weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure with like fabric gloves, if they try hard enough, they can actually pull fingerprints still off of stuff.
Yeah.
Like the nitrile and rubber gloves, not giving anybody any ideas, but nitrile and rubber gloves, if you double those up, they can't, because I've seen that before.
Yeah.
In cases,
But according to Dana, June was insulting her about the drinking problem, and that sent her over the edge. Not likely. That would be very out of character for June. Anybody who's making herbal remedies for people as a hobby would never make fun of somebody who came to them for help.
I would highly doubt it.
Yeah. Not to mention, why the gloves if all she was doing was going over there to get help?
This is way
But-
pre-COVID too,
Yeah.
when people went crazy.
But Dana asked June for a book, and June said that she'd go get it for her. And then when June had her back turned, Dana disconnected the phone cord, snuck up behind her, and strangled June to death. June was fighting, though, so Dana had to think fast, and she grabbed a chair and put it over June's body, pinning her to the floor. She then grabbed a wine decanter and bashed her skull in.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like a big glass one, I'm assuming?
Yeah, like
Ugh.
a big, thick one, too, because
Damn.
you get one of those cheap ones, it's just going to shatter.
Yeah. No, this is made out of like your grandma's ashtray glass that
Yeah.
you could like throw through a fucking wall.
I've seen like really thin ones made out of like surgical glass. But
Yeah, that's like
Those
a
are-
Walmart one.
exactly. No, this was a real one. But Dana was high on adrenaline. She took all of June's credit cards and went back to Jim's son in the car and drove away. Both of her fixes, were satiated, and her greed and her adrenaline, and she committed another crime too when she did that. Take a guess.
Let's see. So she killed a lady. She robbed her. What else could she have done?
And she was
she hit her
invited
mailbox?
in.
What's
No,
that?
she was invited in, so that it wasn't breaking
Wasn't
in.
a break and enter. But we have a murder and a robbery.
She left a 5-year-old in the car alone.
Yeah, that's true. It's a crime and also like completely immoral. Like, especially, I keep getting these like updates where there's like just this summer alone, there's been like 8 kids that have died in hot cars because they got left there.
Yeah,
Don't leave your kids in the car. Like, if you can
No.
remember your bag, don't forget your fucking kids. Seriously.
but yeah, exactly. But she then took the boy shopping. Took him shopping. Took him on a shopping spree.
I can imagine her just like snapping her gloves off, throwing them on the floor. You want to go get Legos? Yeah, that's great. You were really good. You were a really good boy today.
June was found the next day. The scene was gruesome. The chair was still on her, but it was next to a desk. The desk had blood streaks going down from June trying to grasp at anything she possibly could to try and save herself. The
So
phone
she
cord.
was still alive when she put the chair over her
Mhm.
after she like caved her head in.
Well, no, she put the chair over and then caved her head in.
Oh, okay. But she was trying to get the chair off of herself, it seems like, right?
Yeah,
Jeez.
she fought.
Tough old broad, man.
Mhm. The phone cord was still wrapped around her neck, and there was blood and broken glass everywhere. Dana had also broken the decanter over her head. And
Yeesh.
police also noticed that June's purse had been rummaged through, and the credit cards were gone. Now, remember that Norma was strangled with a phone cord also before being stabbed, but
Mhm.
nothing was taken from Norma's house. There was a checkbook on the table right next to her, and the only thing that was missing from June's place was her credit cards. But June was still wearing a ring with a good-sized diamond in it. But there was one thing in particular that made police realize that these two murders were connected. Take a guess. They'll
The
never
shoe
get it.
prints. No? No idea.
There was a Bible open on June's coffee table. In it was a prayer list, and Norma's name was on the prayer list.
Ah. And another thing to point out here is, even if this woman had survived, and it makes no difference because it's trivial, but this is well before the time when you could just like grab your phone and block your credit cards.
Yeah.
You had to like call MasterCard or American Express or whoever and be like, "Hey, my cards got stolen," and then it would take a week for them to shut them off, and
Yep.
you didn't get that money back then.
Well, yeah, you did in some cases, but not all the time. But it didn't take police long before they knew they were dealing with a serial killer. Bob Davis, Jerry's son, picked up on the not so randomness immediately. He was obviously concerned about his own mother, but nobody suspected Dana. Police had nothing to go on because Dana was very careful. She didn't leave any physical evidence behind. elderly ladies begin, sleep, like having sleepovers in different houses, or they're all sleeping in the same place, and like from the Danny Rolling vibes there.
Changing their haircuts and stuff.
Yeah. Safety in numbers. I mean, the entire community was obviously scared.
Understandably. I mean, you have somebody that's very clearly targeting people in your demographic. That's a good reason to get a little nervous, And another thing with like female serial killers, they do stuff differently than men, where like
not this one.
Well, no, like thinking like I'd say probably 95% of female serial killers are not doing it and getting like any sexual gratification out of it like males do.
Right, that's true.
Maybe Eileen Wuornos, but we don't know. Even though her TV and her mirror and all that stuff in her cell was spying on her, but we don't know.
But Dana was high on the hog. She's got money and she's feeling bold because not only was nobody looking at her for the murders, they didn't have anything, period. She would soon drain June's credit cards, but she knew how to take care of that little problem. She was getting so vain. Her manicurist later said that while Dana was getting her nails done, the subject of the murders came up. Dana said, "I hear it might be a serial killer from San Diego."
Jesus, Ed Gein. Stop telling on yourself.
No, but nobody had said that, though. She was deflecting.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Riverside, California is nowhere near San Diego.
No, you're absolutely right. No, because that's, I mean, the next like super big city that's close to is LA, and San Diego is like well south of there.
Yeah.
But like a couple 100 miles south of there.
Yeah. But she was just deflecting, trying to deflect, scrutiny away from her. But her dark passenger was hungry once again. By the way, the theme music of this podcast, the intro and outro music is from my song Dark Passenger, which you can find on Spotify and all your other platforms and YouTube and everything. And it's about Dexter.
Bill's just over here tooting his own horn, having musical ability and stuff.
Damn right.
What a jerk.
If you got it, flaunt it.
All I'm really good at is like talking and making inappropriate jokes in your show.
But this time she figured that she'd throw them a curveball. Which one? The old one or the new one?
What do you mean?
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, let's do the new one. I dig the new one. It's got like Matlock vibes to it.
Yeah. I like having them both, though.
Yeah. I mean, you got to mix them up, but I really like the new one.
I do, too. Just 10 days after she killed June on March 10th, 1994 in Lake Elsinore, California, Dana was shopping, go figure. And she came across a tiny little antique store. The documentary has pictures of the inside of it. There was a big neon Bud Light sign that at one time would have looked really good on the wall in here.
Your electric bill would be fucking insane.
I'd only turn it on when we were recording.
Because like I'm pretty sure those things, like you turn those on and you can actually hear the meters.
Yeah, that's true. Well, also static would come through.
Oh yeah, there's companies that do them like LCD now that look the same.
Oh yeah,
like, the old tube ones is like I'm pretty sure you plug those in and you can actually hear your electric meter like rev up outside.
Yeah, so that static, that's actually your the meter.
Yeah.
Like, they use LED lights on stages now, so stages don't get up to 150 degrees anymore. Yeah, I've performed on stages with those old light systems, with those old huge freaking fast food restaurant, warm lights, hot lights or whatever.
Yeah, the old like halogen and argon lights that are
you're up there bouncing around and everything, getting into the music. You're working up a sweat as it is.
Yeah.
And then you've got these 150 watt lights, like dozens of 150 watt lights right above you. Yeah.
The ones that you shut them off, and then if you have to change a bulb, you've got to wait 12 hours to unscrew it.
Yeah. But she thought that this place looked good for a kill, and she even had a plastic cord in her purse.
No.
This bitch is prepared.
She's getting high on her own supply now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might be a problem, because if you bring the cord, you strangle the old lady with it, and you leave it there, and it doesn't match the cord that's on the phone.
This wasn't a phone cord.
Oh,
no, this was just some sort of like plastic cord. You know those things that were in the 90s where you take like 4 little pieces of like plastic thread or whatever and do them all up, and it's kind of like a square braid almost.
Yeah.
And people would make necklaces, and that's kind of what I'm picturing the way it was described.
Okay.
She said it said that it was a cord that had been fashioned out or something. That's what I thought of.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I mean that stuff's pretty durable too. I mean,
yeah, they are. My sister used to make those things, and yeah, they would get the job done if that's what you wanted to use it for.
Yeah.
Take you a long time to make one that long, though.
The other one that
got to figure it's got to be at least probably 3 feet long, maybe more.
Yeah, I would want 3 or 4 feet if I was going to strangle somebody.
Yeah.
Not that I have or would. In Minecraft, if I was going to strangle somebody in Minecraft.
So, 57-year-old mother of 8 kids and a grandmother of 16, and I think she even had 2 great grandchildren as well.
She's 57 years old.
8 kids, grandmother of 16 kids.
Does this entire family have children in litters? My God, it's like a cat.
Yeah, because you got to figure not all 8 of those kids are parents.
No, yeah, like, but golly, they're having kids like they're on a farm in the 1800s.
Yeah, but yeah, I think she even had 2 great grandkids. But her name was Dorinda Hawkins, and she was behind the counter. Dana commented to her, she's like, you working here alone again? Dana had previously cased the place out. She said that she was interested in the picture frames. Nice. She wanted a nice one that she could put a picture of her mother in. You know, but her mother, the slightly famous beauty queen, she was boasting all about that. So she's masking her intent really well. So Miss Hawkins had her guard down, had no clue that she was talking to a murderer, a smug and annoying customer maybe, but not a murderer.
She may as well have gone in there and asked for a can of antifreeze. It's the same fucking story. Your son out deer hunting today? Okay.
Oh, man. God. Once again, in Dana's version, Dorinda caught an attitude with her when Dana said that she didn't like Dorinda's frame selection. She was acting like she was better than Dana. First off, she was better than Dana.
Yeah.
Second of all, you can't kill somebody just because they irritate you.
Your Honor, I would like to enter a plea of she was being a real bitch.
Yeah, right? It's such a high school reaction. It's like,
yeah.
She said she was better than me. It's the end of the world. Oh, my God.
She was wearing the same shirt, and you can't do that.
No,
I had that shirt on earlier.
That's a fashion foul.
Yeah.
Then Dana knocked something over purposely. Dorinda bent down to pick it up, probably wanting to beat the snot out of Dana with it. Dana, from behind, wrapped the cord around Dorinda's neck and strangled her. But Dorinda fought. She grabbed the leg of a table and tried to pull herself away. She was fighting, but she was still begging for her life, telling Dana, take anything you want from the store. Dana replied, take a guess.
I'm going to take you.
No.
Damn.
She said that...
Your frames are shit. Fuck you.
She said that she wasn't doing this for the money. Why? Take a guess.
Because she didn't need the money.
Why?
Because she was already rich.
No?
No? I'm not good
No,
at this tonight.
Dana said that she didn't need the money. She's not doing this for the money.
What's she doing it for then?
She's throwing a curveball.
Okay.
Different victim type, different location, different MO. This time, the only thing that she took was $30.
Did she take it from
She took
her or from the till?
She took $25 out of the and a key from the registers, and then $5 from Dorinda's purse.
So we're making this look like a robbery gone wrong.
Exactly. But put a knife in that. But remember, she's a nurse, so the whole time while she's trying to choke Dorinda out, she's like, "Just relax, sweetie.
You're gonna feel a little pinch."
Yeah, just like she would an ER patient at the hospital, or a woman giving birth or something. Dana bolted, and guess what happens next?
I'm guessing somebody walks into the store after she's been there.
Nah, Dorinda woke up 2 hours later.
Oh, shit.
You don't get to use that one enough.
No. I need to have warning enough to like take my glasses off and do the thing.
But even though Dana knew that, what the hell? Oh, okay. But even though Dana knew that Dorinda lived, that didn't slow her down. And the police hadn't connected Dorinda to the other murders either. Jerry's son compared the mood in Canyon Lake to the fear that was behind, that happened during the Richard Ramirez reign of terror.
Yeah.
And you can see why he'd make that call, that comparison. Sure. Police were flooded with calls, and they had to answer every single one of them, but none of the calls had anything to do with the case. I mean, they weren't like, people weren't like fingering the people that they didn't like or anything. They were just like, I saw somebody suspicious walking down the street, but it's just their neighbor's son walking his dog or something like that. Yeah. But police were convinced that there was going to be another murder. And they still had nothing to go on other than June's stolen credit cards. But they got the dates and the locations of where these cards were being used. And, of course, they started being used February 28, 1994, the same day that June was killed.
Makes sense.
They were used at a jewelry store, a bistro, a hair salon, and, among others, like a manicurist, maybe?
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe a shop to get new scrubs,
Yeah. When they questioned employees about who made those purchases, the answer was the same. A blonde around 5'6" with a little blonde boy that was with her. At the hair salon, the woman got her hair dyed red, and got the boy a haircut too. You get this.
He's her accomplice after all.
But guess this. The hairstylist was talking to the boy, and the boy told her, "That's my other mommy," referring to Dana.
Oh.
Yeah, the stylist had the boy's name written down, and because she had called in and made an appointment, so she had the name, so she gave that name to police.
God, what? All of the planning and like meticulousness of this, and she can't come up with a fake name for a hairdresser?
Right.
This woman's an idiot. I mean,
but police called Jerry, telling her they had no information about Norma, but they did have information about June Roberts. The person who killed her took her credit cards and went shopping, specifically at a hairstylist, and it was a woman. Nobody saw that coming because of how violent the murders were.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're in an area where you had like...
Yeah, you're expecting Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, you had Richard Ramirez operating there, like not too far from there. You had fucking Ed Kemper, which are like incredibly violent murderers, and
yeah, you're expecting something like that. You're not expecting a 5'6" woman.
Yeah, you're expecting like a giant or some like crackhead cave demon to be doing this, and no, this is just the lady that lives down the street, and that's what makes it even scarier.
Mm-hmm. Bob Davis was the first person to point the finger at Dana.
Her ex-husband?
Huh?
Her ex-husband? Or
no.
Her current husband?
No, Bob Davis was
the son, right?
June's son, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's too many guys with like
there's
typical like white dude names in here that I got confused.
And there's a lot of names in here that aren't victims.
Yeah. We're just missing like a Paul and a Keith at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I think we got a Joe coming up.
Maybe a Brent. A
But
Trevor.
he was the first person to point the finger at Dana. I mean, she knew his mother. She knew June. He kept it to himself at first. I mean, it was a hunch. And he's just like, okay, it's just a hunch. I don't want to cause any trouble. And you know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
But
Because then if you're wrong, you're ruining this woman's life.
right. But Dorinda, and she knows him.
Yeah.
He knows her. But Dorinda Hawkins had finally felt up to being interviewed by police.
I got a real good look at her.
Yeah, she said that Dana had cold black eyes like a doll's eye.
Like a shark's eyes.
No, she didn't say the doll's eyes part, but she said that Dana had cold black eyes. The just relax thing piqued their interest, and that was released to the media. They also made a composite sketch based on Dorinda's description, and it was a good one. So the article about Dorinda was the just relax details was brought to the attention of the officers investigating the Canyon Lake murders. The detective, Joe Greco, thought that they could have been related. I mean, the attack and the two murders were all done by a woman. Dana had no clue that police were getting close, but her boyfriend Jim was curious as to how she was getting all this swag that she was bringing home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's all these shoes coming from? All these coats and everything. Why are you a ginger now?
I wanted to mix things up. I was trying to surprise you.
Dana said that a family member sent her the money just because. And then she says, "Don't worry, more money will come." She's not very bright.
No.
The reign of Dana was not even close to being over either. Detective Greco had been going back and forth to Jerry every time that he had a question. They started developing a trust, and Jerry answered all the questions. And Greco started sharing inside information with her about the case. Short woman, mid-30s, freshly dyed red hair, blonde boy with a fresh haircut. He asked if Jerry knew anybody who fit that description. And Jerry said no. The detective hadn't told her that it could have been somebody that she knew, though. And now, guess what?
What? We have a date.
We got a date. You know what that means. We got a date. And for the true crime machine.
Yeah.
That goes hard as fuck, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, damn, dude.
By the way, people, I'm going to throw this out here. I'm only going to say it once. Actually, I'll say it if I get a negative comment about it. But what's coming next is a pivotal moment in the case. There was like a breakthrough in the case. I'm not going to use this for whenever there's a date that somebody got killed.
That's fair.
I've said over and over again that I do not make fun of victims on this show, and I'm not going. And this is not making fun of the victims.
No, this is making fun of a bonehead that's about to get caught.
Right. So yeah, that's when this is going to be used. Just putting it out there. So don't come at me, because if you do, I'm going to make you look really stupid. So, March 15th, 1994. What do you think happens?
I'm thinking we're finally going to get some good police work going here. And no?
No. Oh, we've got decent police work going here.
It's kind of that time frame, like, in general, where they're like,
this is rapid fire. This is rapid fire, though. I mean, her whole thing is start to finish is a month.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, she could almost be considered a spree killer at that point in time.
Oh, buried motives. Their information that I got from their podcast comes later on, like at the end of the episode. But they actually called her a shopping spree killer.
That's awesome. I like that. Well
Yeah.
done, ladies.
Yeah.
That's good.
But anyway, Dana went over to Jerry's house and she says, "Hi, Jerry. How do you like my new red hair?"
Idiot. Dumb idiot.
Things that make you go,
The police were just here asking me if I knew a woman with red hair.
Yeah.
Now I do.
Jerry said, "Very nice, Dana. Come on in." And the whole time her heart was beating 100 miles an hour. They sat down, began chit-chatting, and Jerry sitting there wondering, could it be? Nah.
Just Chris Hansen style. Have a seat. Come on in and have a seat.
But then Dana blurted something else out.
Oh,
She
God.
says, She says, "Now I get to have a boy call me Mom. Isn't that great?"
Oh, stupid.
That was all it took.
This is when you hit her with the red Foreman. Just
Yeah.
dumbass.
Yeah, Jerry played it cool until Dana left. Then she went to a neighbor's house and asked for the newspaper. You know, the one with the sketch.
Yeah, now that one.
She knew, but even before getting it, but she couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It was just like, she's just like flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, but so Bob Davis came over the next day and Jerry mentioned the case and something about, you know, and something that she was thinking about. Bob blurted out, "It's Dana, isn't it?"
Yes, son, it is.
So Jerry went to the police. Red hair, blonde boy. Detective Greco asked for the boy's name, and she told him, and it was the same name that that Dana had given to the stylist at the hair
Because
salon.
you couldn't lie to a hairdresser.
Right.
It's like one of the oldest tropes ever. Like, who do you talk to? Who do you tell everything you know to? The fucking barber.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's not going to say anything. He doesn't care. He's just cutting your hair and trying to get paid.
Yeah, but
Ugh.
Jerry went home and grabbed her gun and waited. She was scared that Dana would come for her, and yeah, I can definitely see that.
Come on in here, bitch. I got something for you.
But Dana could have gone home and realized, you know what? I just fucked up.
Yeah.
But then again, she's too much of a
Dumbass!
to do that.
I made a oopsie.
Yeah.
Then she gets, tries to go back over to kill this lady and catches a couple 357 rounds in the chest, like
Yeah.
like a fucking Sylvester Stallone's mom in that one movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie. I'm proud to say.
What the fuck was that movie?
Don't stop or my mom will shoot.
Yes, yeah.
I have not seen that movie. I did not see. I refused to see that movie on principle because it just looked dumb.
My mom's a Sylvester Stallone fan, so
I am too. But that I decided I took a pass on that one.
Yeah.
But luckily, Dana didn't come for Jerry. Jerry also had the honors of telling her ex-husband Russell what she had found out, and Russell didn't believe her.
The guy that she left to die didn't believe that she would do this?
No, Russell's her dad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Jerry's her mom. Yep.
Yeah. Detective Greco got a warrant rushed to search Dana's place, and the clock was ticking. They had to get to her before she killed again. A task force was set up to find Dana, but she was already out looking for her next victim. It was March 16th now, and a month after her first murder, and she was in the Sun City subdivision this time and settled on 87-year-old Dora Beebe. She saw this woman enter a bank and then drive home. Dana followed. This woman had no tie to her, no tie to her family, and she hadn't cased this woman out either. This woman was a complete stranger. So Dana was escalating.
Yeah.
Big time. Dana went up to Dora's door pretending to be lost, and it's easy to get lost in those huge subdivisions like Sun City, which is a nationwide franchise of subdivisions, probably with a nasty HOA as well.
Oh, God.
But this lent credence to her story. I mean, there's Sun City in Florida, the Carolinas, Georgia. I mean, I know of I can think of 3 Sun Cities right off the top of my head in Florida.
Damn.
And I know of one in South Carolina as well.
Holy shit.
So that, I mean, it's like a franchise of subdivisions. All 55 and up.
You want a real time true crime update on something going on in my area?
Sure.
So the Nissan dealership that I formerly worked at, over the course of the last week, has been broken into twice, and they've had 5 cars stolen in total.
Oh, shit.
Can't say I feel bad. Couldn't happen to nicer people.
Yeah. Better be careful. You used to work there. They might come knocking at your door.
Oh no, they know who it is because he got
okay.
arrested. He got arrested, and released with a court date, and then did it again the following night. But again,
Dumbass!
when you have the best month in the company's history and they thank you with fucking Little Caesars pizza, I have no pity, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
You guys made $100,000 in the service department last month. Here's 5 pizzas for 20 people. Sweet, thanks. Shove them up your ass. Box and all.
Sideways. Well,
Yeah.
how else would you do it? But,
Stack them.
so, Jorah, now this whole I'm lost thing and everything, that's got some freaking Ken and Barbie vibes there. Jorah let her in. She looked for the map. Meanwhile, Dana, who hadn't brought a weapon with her this time, she was walking up behind Dora. She took the phone cord out of the phone, and she went up behind Dora and wrapped it around her neck. As Dora struggled, Dana led her to a table where there was an iron.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she grabbed it and began bludgeoning Dora with it. This was a Black & Decker iron, and Dana had hit her so hard it dented the iron in 2 places.
Oh. And this is an old lady, which means that she has an old iron. That thing probably weighed 20 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
It's irons now are fairly light, but old ones, because that's probably from the 70s or 80s, because this is in the 90s.
Yeah.
That was probably a good 5-pound iron.
Yeah, there we go.
Shit.
Yeah.
She got clobbered with that thing.
I said 2, but looking at it, I actually see 3.
And usually when I'm thinking
It's
I'm going to
1,
hit somebody with an iron,
2,
it's usually the
3.
flat bottom. That's the edge. That's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, she hit that poor woman so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised there's not more blood on it than what you see.
Yeah, a little bit right there. I mean, they did
on the label and then down along the edge.
Yeah, that too.
Oh my god.
A lot of that stuff that's on the label is probably spatter.
Yeah, that's true. Oof.
Yeah, let's get that off of here.
Dude, she got fucking walloped.
Yeah. But blood spatter was everywhere. There was blood and a bloody rag in the sink, and Dana had tried to clean up after herself but ditched that idea. She then stole Dora's checkbook and left, and she went to Doris's bank, wrote a check for cash, and got $2,000.
I mean, we've all been desperate for money, let's be real, but I've never been I'm going to go kill somebody and steal $2,000 from them.
Well, I've never even been to the point to where I've would steal from somebody.
No. I've never intentionally stolen anything. I've had times you go through the grocery store and something gets missed and you don't realize it until you get home. You're like, oh, fuck, I didn't pay for that. But,
yeah. But Dana was caught before Doris was found. Police and how they this is pretty cool. Well, it's cool probably isn't the best word, but it is pretty cool. Police went to the shitty trailer in Lake Elsinore that she lived in with Jim and her, quote, son.
Yeah.
They knocked on the door, and when Dana answered, she asked, "What's this about?" Detective Greco said, "I think you know what this is about. You're under arrest."
Take that.
Once she was in custody, Dorinda Hawkins was brought to the station to pick her from a lineup.
Oh.
And she pointed out Dana immediately. She said that Dana didn't have that red hair when they met, but it was definitely her.
Yeah.
Hail Dorinda.
Yes.
As Dana was being processed, there were 2 police officers from another department there filing a report. Detective Greco got curious as to why they were there, and they told him there was a murder in Sun City. And it seems Dora had a boyfriend who had come over for a visit and found her body, and he was the one that called it in.
Mm.
Greco didn't make the connection immediately. Dana waived her Miranda rights and started talking. She said that she had found a purse and used a card.
Yeah.
Greco said, "What's the name on the card? Take a guess what the name on the card she gave was."
Was it the one for Dorinda Hawkins, the
No.
lady that's still in the police station? No.
Dora Beebe.
Oh,
She wasn't
the
even
one
on
that
their
you killed
radar.
that day.
Yeah, she was like the previous day or something, but 2 days. But still, she wasn't even on Greco's radar.
What a moron.
Dora got up and walked out to the officers. And he's like, "What's the name of your victim?" They said, "Dora Beebe." Greco's like, "Don't go anywhere. I got your bitch right here."
You boys may want to grab a coffee.
Yeah.
It's on me.
Yeah. So the trailer that she lived in was also being searched. Lots of shopping bags full of things that have been recently purchased, but still with the tags on them. They also contain receipts with the last four of every missing credit card.
Oh
They-
my god.
They found a
Throw
brush.
the receipts away. Throw the
Yeah.
receipts away. What, are you going to return shit? Like,
Yeah, right. Oh, I gotta return stuff that don't fit. But they found a brush. They found a brush with both blonde and red hair in it.
oh my god.
They found the $2,000 cash from Dora Beebe's bank. They found a box of surgical gloves in her car. They even found the key from Dorinda Hawkins' cash register.
Stop keeping things when you kill people, you fucking idiots. And like, that's the other thing is, people will watch documentaries about serial killers and be like, oh, they didn't get caught because they're so smart. No, they are usually pretty dumb.
Yeah.
And they just get away with it because the police are not necessarily good at their jobs.
Like
at times.
BTK. BTK did his damnedest to get caught, and he didn't for
He sent them evidence.
yeah.
Like, Jeffrey Dahmer had a victim returned to him because him being gay made
Yeah.
the cops feel weird.
I mean, we can go on. Well, Jeffrey
It's
Dahmer's going to be
insane.
episode 500, but
Oh boy.
But she was done. They found evidence tying her to all of the victims. And remember the shoe print that they found at Norma's place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Matched the
Jerry.
shoe she was wearing.
No, that was Jerry's because she had come over frequently. That was
Oh, okay.
nothing to see here. But the story hit the media like a bomb. But every story brought up the fact that, number one, there are far fewer female serial killers than male, and number two,
Right.
female killers aren't usually this brutal.
No.
Dana wouldn't have stopped. If
No.
she hadn't been caught, she would have kept going and probably would have been one of the most prolific serial killers in U.S. history. As fast as she was going,
Yeah, she would have gone completely berserk.
the thing, I don't even think that she was in berserker mode. It's
No, I'm
not.
saying
It's
if she
not.
kept going,
It's not.
she would have.
Yeah, but it's not like she entered in berserker mode. She's still having fun at this point.
Yeah.
This isn't berserker mode.
Yeah, there's no desperation yet, which is when that usually happens.
But during interrogation, Dana was crying crocodile tears the whole time, trying to generate sympathy.
Of course.
And she wasn't admitting to anything, and she was playing the victim card as well as blaming drugs, anything else she can dream up. She wasn't remorseful, and she got pissed because she got caught, and she was trying anything she could to. She was trying anything that she could think of to get out of it, and she kept asking for her father
Your Honor, I would like to plead, but I'm just a girl.
in the world. Do you know why they call them crocodile tears?
Because they're not. Because crocodiles can't cry, can they?
They can.
Oh, they can?
See, what happens is when a crocodile starts chomping down, and this isn't it with alligators. Alligators don't do this, but when they're chomping down on something, their tear ducts, water secretes from their eyes. I don't know if it's tear ducts, but water comes out of their
I
eyes.
had no idea.
Yeah. So what happened? So it's just like, okay, when somebody's crying, they're usually sad, they're remorseful, but not the crocodile. He's rah, 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 but he's crying. So therefore, it's fake tears. So that's why it's called crocodile tears.
And if you want to hear the origin of another very, very commonly used saying, go check out the next episode of History Goon.
Might want to tell them which one, seeing as people might find this episode a year from now.
Okay, so it'll be the episode that has not been released yet on the god awful happenings of the Andersonville prison during the Civil War.
It's the one after Andersonville?
No, it's on Andersonville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, that episode has got a lot of really awful shit in it.
No, Andersonville?
Yeah.
That place was a country club. What are you talking about?
I mean, I subtitled the episode American Auschwitz, so...
Well...
yeah, because there's a lot of comparisons to be made between the two. Almost makes you think somebody got ideas from one for the other.
Things that make you go, You know what? Yeah. That's the second time I've said that in this episode. That's going to be a soundbite. It's got to be.
It might as well be. I mean, it'll save you having to say it all the time, you know?
This is true. But Detective Greco called Jerry and asked her to bring Russell, Dana's father, down. Russell gave her a hug, and when he went in with Dana, he was confused, and when he came out, he was even more confused. Dana had snowed him. But
well, I mean, it's also her dad. Like, you just don't want to think that your child's capable of something like that.
Right. But Jerry went over everything with him, and he sadly accepted it. But still, Dana was denying it all, despite all the damning evidence, and the state was seeking the death penalty.
And it's California in the 90s. They will kill you back.
Dana pleaded not guilty for reasons of insanity.
Of course.
And she was evaluated and tried the crocodile tears, but the psychiatrist just observed that there were no tears coming out. So it was just, wah!
Yeah. The noise, but without anything else.
So not even crocodile tears.
It's a child crying when they don't get their own way.
Yeah.
Where it's not sad, it's angry because I didn't get what I want.
The psychiatrist even noticed that there was no anger that she had done this, no remorse. But there was resentment aimed at everybody but her. She said that she was looking inside. She said that she was looking in herself outside herself. And I don't know. I didn't know that murder caused astral projections.
Yeah, like I've never heard of a murderer having an out of body experience.
Yeah. Well, what do I know?
You know? I mean, some of them claim that, but I mean, usually when they're doing what they're doing to make them sound crazy, not to, when they're having to confess to what they did.
But of course, she had no memory of what happened. Kind of like the race car driver a couple weeks ago.
Selective amnesia.
Yeah. But with temporary insanity, it's usually one break, not 4 different breaks on 4 different days on 4 different locations.
Yeah.
And 4 different victims, not to mention the premeditation. So no insanity for you, Dana.
No. You go to jail with the other people. You don't get special treatment because you suck and nobody likes you.
Yeah. September 8th, 1998, the trial began. But before that, Dana did something. Take a guess.
Did she try to kill herself?
Mm-mm.
No?
She's not going to kill herself.
No, that's right. She doesn't strike me as that kind of person.
No.
She's too
she's
up her own ass about stuff.
Exactly. No, she pled guilty to avoid the death penalty.
Well, I really hope that gets overturned.
She realized that she would have to go through trial, and since there was more evidence here than there ever had been in a murder case, short of a murder being witnessed by a judge, attorney, and a cop, she was toast.
Yeah.
Kind of like my last girlfriend's steaks that she cooked.
It's like the only people that I've covered on my show that have been more like clearly guilty than this woman were Larry Phillips and Emil Monteserrano when they carried out the North Hollywood bank shootout, because 2 cops drove by and watched them walk into the bank with fucking rifles.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's not normal.
But the plea deal was for her to plead guilty for Gene Roberts and Dora, I almost said Don Beebe, the Buffalo Bills wide receiver. The plea deal was to plead guilty for June Roberts and Dora Beebe's murders, and as well as the attack on Dorinda Hawkins. She insisted that Norma Davis be left off. Guilty for the others, not charged for Norma. That was it. That was
why.
Because she wanted to have a chance to have a relationship with her dad.
Oh,
I mean, somebody's got to put money on her canteen fund, right?
That's true.
It's all about her.
Yeah. As it tends to be with people like this, unfortunately.
Yeah, but they took the plea deal because
Of course, because then they still get something.
right, and still, I mean, they don't need Nora's on there. It's kind of like the BTK victims, or not BTK. It's kind of like the Pee Wee Gaskins victims. Yeah, they're going to charge you for they. I don't. It's been so long since I covered that case. I don't
We
remember
got
the
enough
specifics.
victims to cover.
Yeah,
to get
we've
you
got
on.
enough. He's going away. He's never coming out, and he's leaving here in a box. We don't need any more.
Which has got to be just a huge, just like fuck you to the families of the victims that he didn't get charged for.
Yeah, but I mean, you can also you can see both sides of that argument.
Yeah.
But they took the plea deal, and all of the families from the three were consulted, but nobody from her family was consulted about Norma, and that pissed that family off big time.
Yep.
They're like, nobody, not even a word. Nobody called us. Nobody asked us what we thought. Nothing. They're like,
fair.
we wanted her charged. We wanted her charged with Norma. But Dana got life in prison with no parole. To this day, she's never apologized other than saying, yes, there's remorse in a letter to Jerry. That's not an apology.
It's not.
Jerry and Russell visited her, and the first couple of times were fine, but then Dana's demeanor changed, and to the point to where Jerry said that she felt like she was in the presence of evil, and she just stopped visiting after that.
I wouldn't blame her, and she's
Me
probably
either.
not wrong,
But she was never a good inmate. But she started selling things. Like this is what I got off of the Buried Motives podcast. She's been selling her. You can get a genuine pair of used underwear with an autograph on it of hers for $250.
I thought it was going to go this direction, unfortunately.
You can get paintings, like a creepy ass clown painting. You can get like sketches and stuff that she did that are also signed.
She is like one step away from selling pictures of her feet.
Yeah, right.
Like if she had a camera and internet access, she would totally be doing that gross stuff,
Yeah. For 30 years, Gray barely spoke publicly, especially to news outlets that might turn her story into a salacious headline and describe her as a serial killer, something that she acknowledges that she is, but she now believes that she's been rehabilitated.
Of course.
She says, I don't want to talk about my crimes because this isn't the Dana show. She said, noting that she doesn't want to be associated with the victims because she doesn't want them to be re-traumatized by having to hear about her awful crime.
Bullshit.
Instead, she wants to use her notoriety for something good. Well,
She's
bitch,
snake.
this is the Dana show. This is the Dana show. Okay,
Yeah.
So we're taking care of all that for you. But she says victims do not have to be continually traumatized and looking over their shoulders. How can we make a way for victims to be heard, and how can we help them heal? Is there a path for restorative justice with high notoriety cases? The victims and their family can be triggered hearing it all over and over and over again, she said. There's no need for that. The victim should feel safe.
You know what, Bill? I'm going to say something that might be controversial.
Fuck this bitch.
I don't like this woman.
I don't either.
Ugh.
But yeah, it's just like, okay, well,
Hot take. She's not a good person.
Her victims should feel safe. And you know what? They should have been safe from you.
Yeah.
They should still be alive unless it was natural causes.
And here's the other thing to think about. Think about the trauma that poor little boy went through after he found out when he was older what he was being involved with.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. I hope he's okay.
At like 5 or 6 years old, you don't know what stepmom's doing.
No,
You're going to visit these nice old ladies with your mom.
Yeah,
she's helping him because she's a nurse.
She's probably like, I just got to go get a book from this nice lady,
Yep.
honey. I'll be right back.
I'm going to go in and check her blood pressure. I'll be right back.
Yeah. That's probably exactly what she told him.
That'll make you start fucking drinking. I mean...
But Dana Sue Gray wanted everything. She deserved it, and it didn't matter how she got it. Her victims were just a mean to an end to get her the lavish lifestyle that she wanted but didn't want to earn.
Yeah.
But that's what I got, so thanks a lot for listening. We appreciate the hell out of it.
Hey, spoiler alert, next week's going to be worse, I think.
Next week might be a 2-part episode.
Oh, God.
But
2-part victim, I mean.
but like, subscribe, share, follow, whatever you do the stuff.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment, leave us a 5-star review, specific, especially on Apple. But word of show really helps grow the show.
Yes,
Word of show.
does.
Word of show. Word of mouth really helps grow the show. And
yeah,
I've been having a hard time talking tonight, so I'm just going to say, if you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell an enemy. And until next week, later.
Okay, love you, bye.